Hello students, welcome to my writing segment. Today I'll be sharing with you tips on how to write a descriptive essay. In this episode, we'll be working on characteristics of a descriptive essay, tips on how to write a descriptive essay, and exam tips for writing a descriptive essay. Are you ready? Let's begin. Characteristics of a descriptive essay. A descriptive essay is used to describe a place or a person or a thing. But there is more to that than just description. It is like painting a picture. You are showing the reader how you feel by describing what you see, hear, taste, touch and smell. Like any other essay, it has to have an introduction, a main body and a conclusion. But the approach to writing a descriptive essay is different. The first characteristic of a descriptive essay is that it has to capture the reader's interest. Unlike other essays, a descriptive essay is more on the creative side. The second characteristic of a descriptive essay is that it must have visualization. A descriptive essay shows the reader, it doesn't tell the reader. A sentence that shows the reader looks like this. The sun blazed like a fiery ball. A sentence that tells the reader looks like this. The sun was shining brightly. Which sentence appeals to you more? Which sentence is richer with description? You decide. So, when you write, make sure that your descriptions are vivid and based on your emotions. A descriptive essay is also characterized by the use of the 5 senses. The sense of sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch are used to describe what the writer wants the reader to experience. So it is important to think of words that can evoke the senses from the reader. An effective use of words and phrases can help the reader experience what the writer is trying to say. Finally, the descriptions are more abstract than concrete. The description has to be expressive. It has to tell the reader how it affects you as the writer. So the focus of the description should be more emotional rather than observational. This is where literary devices come into play. Using similes and metaphors to make comparisons between 2 different things can be a powerful tool for descriptive writing. Personification can also be used to give human characteristics to inanimate objects. This will give a more vivid description to the readers. I hope this helps you to understand what a descriptive essay is. Let's move on to writing tips. Tips on descriptive writing. Read and understand the instructions. First things first, always read the instructions. Find out what the question wants you to do. For example, this question appeared in Paper 1, Section B of the SPM English Language paper in 2014. Describe an important family celebration and how you felt about it. An important family celebration. This is an interesting topic. So the question is very straightforward. Choose a family gathering that you have personally experienced and write about how you felt about it. You can also make it all up if you have a good imagination. It can be a birthday or a festival or just something special that your family does together. The key word here is to describe how you feel about it and show that it is an important family celebration. So make a list of family celebrations that you've been to and pick the one that stands out the most. I think I'm going to talk about the Chinese New Year celebration because it is the most memorable family celebration for me. Brainstorm for main ideas. The second step would be to brainstorm for main ideas. Now, what can you remember best about your family celebration? Try to remember as much as you can about it. It may be the food, the preparation before the celebration, the activities during the celebration, or a special tradition that only your family does every year. Remember, we are going to write about our feelings. So, out of all those beautiful memories, which part of the celebration was most meaningful to you? Write them down in the circle map. At secondary level, choose 3 main points or aspects about the family celebration to talk about. I think I'm going to write about the preparation before Chinese New Year, the reunion dinner, and the money packets. Add the supporting details. Now for each point you have chosen, add the supporting details. Write down why you want to talk about these 3 main points. What kind of feelings does it evoke in you? For my essay, I'm going to include these supporting details. Brainstorm adjectives, adverbs, literary devices, and descriptions. Now, let's think of some useful words and phrases that can be added to the essay later. It can be adjectives, adverbs, literary devices, idioms, or sayings. You can also brainstorm words and phrases that are related to the sense of sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch. Write them down in the circle map. This will help you when you write later. These are some of the words that I have brainstormed for my essay. Organize points. Then, organize all the points in this tree map. You can either arrange the points in chronological order or according to importance. Chronological order means arranging the points in sequence from beginning to the end. I'm going to arrange my points in chronological order. It looks like this. Write the introduction. Now we're ready to write the essay. Let's write the introduction first. Like every other types of essay, the introduction must have a thesis statement. The thesis statement should introduce what your family celebration is about. You can also paraphrase from the question. The descriptive essay is very flexible as you can begin the essay in any way you like. You can begin with a proverb, a description of a place, a reference to time, or a general statement. If you are arranging the points in chronological order, you can begin by describing when the event happened. For example, this is the introduction to my essay. Blood is thicker than water. This is what I strongly believe in. Every year I look forward to celebrating Chinese New Year with my family. I begin my introduction with a proverb because I want some reference to the importance of having a family. Here is my thesis statement. In this sentence, I have stated that I will talk about celebrating Chinese New Year with my family. Write the main body. In every paragraph of the main body, you should have these elements: a topic sentence, supporting details, and a concluding sentence. This is what my first paragraph looks like. Days before the eve of Chinese New Year, we would already feel it in the atmosphere. The Chinese New Year songs blaring from every loudspeaker in the busy supermarkets. The bright red decorations, the smell of freshly baked pineapple tarts, and the sight of people hustling from one shop to another in a mission to grab last-minute deals really gets me in high spirits. I love how we would work together as a family doing our ritual spring cleaning. Although tired and disgusted with all the dirt clinging to my hair, our beautifully decorated house would never stop putting a smile to my face. This is the topic sentence for the main point: preparation for Chinese New Year. The supporting details explains the preparation for Chinese New Year. I have described the festivity using the sense of sight, hearing, and smell for the reader. This concluding sentence highlights me feeling satisfied after the preparation. The reunion dinner is also memorable to me. Imagine the old and young chattering and laughing in chorus around a few round tables in my grandfather's house. As we impatiently wait for the highlight of the dinner, the Yisang. Then, numerous pairs of chopsticks toss the colorful array of salmon and condiments high into the air, followed by shouts of good luck and promises echoing in the living room as we happily toast to another prosperous new year. I do not mind the ear-splitting sounds or the food flying everywhere, as I was too happy joining in. Here is the topic sentence. I begin with the main idea, which is the reunion dinner. This is my supporting detail. I have described the scenario of the reunion dinner. This is the concluding sentence for the paragraph. Again, I stated my feelings during the dinner to fulfill the requirement of the question. Next, this is the third paragraph of my essay. Moreover, what could be more memorable than lining up with my cousins to collect ang paos from the elders? This is the most exciting ritual for the children and those who are single. My mischievous cousins and I would sneakily line up for the second time. As my grandfather could never remember who he had or hadn't given ang paos to. My grandfather does not mind though, as he is so happy to be surrounded by his children and grandchildren. This is a topic sentence. I presented it in the form of a question. Remember, a descriptive essay is flexible, so you may begin a paragraph with a rhetorical question, but use it sparingly. Then I have included the supporting details to describe the process of collecting ang paos. I have added an anecdote about me and my mischievous cousins to make it more interesting to the readers. Finally, this is the concluding sentence. Write the conclusion. The conclusion is also straightforward. All you have to do is end with a paragraph to state your feelings about the celebration. Hence, Chinese New Year is an important family celebration to me. No other celebration would remind me of how lucky I am to have such a loving and happy family by my side. Check and edit. The final step is to read your essay again and check whether you have made any spelling, punctuation, or grammatical errors. And that's it. This essay typically appears in Paper 1, Section B of the SPM English Language paper. Continuous writing carries 50 marks. You'll be given 5 questions. You only have to answer 1. You have 1 hour to choose your question, plan your framework, write your essay, and check for any grammatical error. So how does the examiner mark your essay? Normally, the examiner will mark your essay based on impression. This means there is no fixed formula. However, they will evaluate your essay based on several criteria, which are grammar, vocabulary, sentence structure, spelling, punctuation, tone, and style. Based on these criteria, they will determine suitable marks for your essay. So it is important for you to have adequate knowledge in these areas so that you can score high marks for your exam. With a lot of practice and creativity, I'm sure you'll be able to write a great descriptive essay. I wish you all the best for your revision. Till next time, bye!